This video lecture is about the another type of waves which are known as Rossby waves. They are also known as planetary waves or barotropic waves. This Rossby, I think you remember it. It was Rossby number. It was one of the non-dimensional numbers, which was an important number in the study of atmospheric science. So we have this Rossby waves, which are known as planetary waves, are also called as barotropic waves. Rossby waves or long waves um, move from west to east in middle and high latitudes whose speed is less than the air currents. They are called long waves. They move from west to east in middle and high latitudes the speed of these is less than the air currents. These waves are smooth and sinusoidal type, cover 4 to 5 waves over a hemisphere. They mainly travel in middle and upper troposphere. Other waves are superimposed on these waves and travel much faster than these waves. So this is some characteristic of this Rossby waves. They travel in middle and upper troposphere, and also there are some other waves which get superimposed with these waves, and they travel much faster than these waves. An atmosphere in which isobaric surfaces coincide with constant density surfaces is called barotropic atmosphere. So the waves that come from here are nothing but barotropic waves. So what is this barotropic atmosphere? This is an atmosphere in which isobaric surfaces andre isobars andre ಏನು same pressure, okay, similar pressure surfaces coincide with constant density surfaces, and such a situation in the atmosphere is known as barotropic atmosphere. The simplest Rossby wave can be found in an atmosphere of constant density having a uniform zonal flow U bar and no vertical motions. The equations of motion for an incompressible inviscid fluid are rho dq by dt is equal to minus del p minus 2 rho omega cross q. So of course we don't have the body force, and it is inviscid. So this is the equation that we have, and equation of motion for a rotating frame of reference. And for an incompressible fluid, the equation of continuity is del dot q is equal to 0, where q is we have taken this is the horizontal isobar, so that is what we are talking about. So it will be in the horizontal direction. Q will be horizontal velocity, u of x comma t and v of x comma t, and z is 0. The Coriolis force can be written as, we have already written this, omega cross q is 2 omega minus 2 omega cross q is fvi hat minus fuj hat. So minus 2 rho omega cross q is rho fvi hat minus rho fuj hat. Call this as equation 3. So now take this equation 3 and substitute in equation 1. So what is that we are going to get? And then write the components. Okay, you write, see here you have x component, you also have y component. So here in the x component you have rho du by dt is equal to minus dou p by dou x plus rho fv, and y component rho dv by dt is equal to minus dou p by dou y minus rho fu. So that the y component of equation 3 when I substitute it in equation 1, call them as equations 4 and 5. So where this d by dt we know as dou by dou t plus u dou by dou x plus v dou by dou y, the total derivative. Here it is only along horizontal direction, therefore no w term here. And f is the Coriolis frequency, which is 2 omega sine phi. So differentiating 4 and 5 with respect to y and x respectively. This is see we have equations 4 and 5. If I differentiate 4 with respect to y and 5 with respect to x and then subtract one from the other, we are going to get rid of this pressure term. So that is what we are going to do now. So you can see here, and x respectively we get on subtraction. So on subtraction, rho d by dt of dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y is equal to minus rho f dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y minus f minus rho u dou f by dou x plus v dou f by dou y. Call this as equation 6. We now make use of the beta plane approximation which is given below. So f is equal to f naught plus beta y. This is the real variation equation of f in a local Cartesian coordinate system, f naught plus beta y. Substituting 7 in 6 and using the continuity equation 2, what do we get? See here, dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y. I can make use of the continuity equation so that this term turns out to be 0. Rho dou by dou t of dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y minus rho f into 0 minus rho f rho v dou f by dou y. So this is because which is equal to minus rho v dou f by dou y. Why is this? You can see minus rho v dou f by dou y. Here you have dou f by dou x is equal to 0. So therefore you have minus rho dou f by dou t plus u dou f by dou x plus v dou f by dou y. So if you write this in terms of components, these two terms are 0. Therefore you are going to get that implies rho d by dt of zeta plus f is equal to 0. What is this zeta? Zeta is this this vorticity term. Dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y can be written as zeta. And here you have minus rho v dou f by dou y. So rho if I take out, you will be getting dou by dou t of this term is zeta plus f is equal to 0. Why this? Because you can see here yeah, dou f by dou y. Okay, dou zeta plus f is equal to 0. See this one. You can write this always in as d by dt of f df by dt, but of course in that dou f by dou t and u dou f by dou x terms are not there. Therefore rho d by dt of zeta plus f is equal to 0. Call this as equation 8, where this zeta is the vorticity and zeta plus f is called the absolute vorticity. Zeta is the vorticity and zeta plus f is called as the absolute vorticity, which we have seen while deriving the vorticity equation. Now equation 8 means that for an incompressible inviscid fluid in the presence of Coriolis force, the absolute vorticity is conserved. So equation 8 ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? Rate of change of absolute vorticity is 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ. So ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನರ್ಥ? It remains same ಅಂದರೆ conserved ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. So this is the absolute vorticity is conserved when there in the presence of Coriolis frequency for an incompressible fluid, the absolute vorticity is conserved. Now we have to solve equation 8. We make use of the beta plane approximation 7. We now assume a uniform basic flow in the zonal direction. Further, we assume small perturbations. So ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ system ನ ನಾನು solution find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ what we will do is, first I will have some basic state. What I will do is I will simply perturb it, because we know there is lot of instability in the atmosphere. So we just perturb, then we see how the perturbations are growing. ಅಂದ್ರೆ instabilities ಏನು grow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾವ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ after certain time will they come back to the normal situation. This is what we are going to look at. So we assume small perturbations over the basic flow. Thus we take u is equal to u bar plus u dash of x comma t and v is equal to v bar plus v dash of x comma t, where this u bar and v bar are basic state. So basically first start ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು initial velocity in the x direction and y direction. So call this as equation 9. Now what you do is take this equation 9 and substitute in equation 8. Rho dou by dou t of zeta plus zeta bar plus u bar plus u dash dou by dou x of zeta bar plus zeta dash plus v dash dou by dou y of zeta bar plus zeta dash plus rho v dash dou f by dou y is equal to 0. So now you where zeta bar should be, zeta is dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y. So zeta bar should be dou v bar by dou x minus dou u bar by dou y, which should be and zeta dash should be dou v dash by dou x. This is equal to 0 because basically they are constants. U bar and v bar are constants, so they with respect to x and with respect to y it will be 0. And zeta dash is dou v dash by dou x minus dou u dash by dou y. So now using this in this equation what we have got here, you can see that rho dou zeta dash by dou t plus u bar dou zeta dash by dou x plus u dash dou zeta bar by dou x plus v dash dou zeta bar by dou y plus rho v dash beta is equal to 0 because f is f naught plus beta y. So this will come as beta, and you can see here this is what we have done here is we have neglected the non-linear terms. See, u bar basic state you are knowing, u bar v bar ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ, ಆದರೆ perturbation ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಂಬುದು ಮುಂದೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ it is an unknown, and zeta dash is also an unknown. So unknown multiplied together, unknown and its and other unknowns derivative is multiplied together, which means that it is a it is very small, and perturbations are small, and you can see that here when you see you can see that they are perturbations, small perturbations multiplied together, therefore this term is very small, negligible. And similarly this term also. So you have only the three terms left in this equation. So divide throughout by rho, you will be getting dou zeta dash by dou t plus u bar dou zeta bar by dou x plus beta v dash is equal to 0. I think there is one row I have missed here. This row is common for all these terms. Okay, all these 1 2 3 and 4 terms, row. So actually you just put one bracket here, okay, for this, because here there is row already, or otherwise row in right row in all these three terms. Okay, dividing by row you get dou zeta dash by dou t plus u bar dou zeta bar by dou x plus beta v dash is equal to 0. In view of continuity equation, we may introduce the stream function in the following form. See, what is this continuity equation ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? dou u by dou x plus dou v by dou y is equal to 0. ಸೊ ಅನ್ನೋನ್ಸು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆವಾಗ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಕೂಡ ಲೆಂಗ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ to make that simple, in the sense make at least reduce number of unknowns, we shall introduce stream function. ಯಾವ ಥರ stream function introduce ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅದು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ನಾವು we introduce it in such a way that u dash is minus dou psi by dou y and v dash is dou psi by dou x. So what will be your continuity equation in the perturbed state? It will be dou u dash by dou x plus dou v dash by dou y is equal to 0. So you just differentiate this with respect to n, this with respect to y, and see that when you add them up, that turns out to be 0. And therefore what happens to your zeta dash? Zeta dash is dou v dash by dou x minus dou u dash by dou y. So now we use this equation 11 in this zeta dash. Therefore you will be getting dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square, which is nothing but the Laplacian del square psi. Call this as equation 12. So using 11 and 12 in equation 10, what is that we are going to get is dou by dou t of del square psi plus u bar dou by dou x of del square psi plus beta dou psi by dou x is equal to 0. So just whatever we assumed here 11, and with the help of 12 substituted in equation 10. Call that as equation 13. We now assume a waveform solution to 13 in the form psi is equal to real part of psi naught e to the power I omega t plus kx plus ly. ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ನು ಒಂದು ವೇವ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ರಿಯಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಕೊಸೈನ್. ಸೊ ಕೊಸೈನ್ ವೇವಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ನ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ವೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೆ ಎಲ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವೇವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. So we already have studied about wave number. Now what say, once you have assumed the solution, see our problem is now to get psi. Once we get psi, we know what is u dash and v dash. Once you know u dash and v dash, we know what is zeta dash. Hence we can write the solution. So ಈ psi ಇದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕು? ಇಲ್ಲಿ del square psi ಬೇಕು and dou psi by dou x ಬೇಕು. So we can easily find that. We can easily find that dou square by dou x square ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಾಕೋಣ. psiನ 2 times differentiate with respect to x ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ minus k square ಬರುತ್ತೆ. I ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ik ಮತ್ತೆ ik ಎರಡು ಸಲ. ಸೊ minus k square psi naught e to the power I omega t plus kx plus ly. and dou square psi by dou y square ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಅದು with respect to y ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ minus l square ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಸಾರಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ del square psi ಅಂದರೆ ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಆಫ್ k square plus l square psi naught into e to the power I omega t plus kx plus ly ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so now what do I need? Dou by dou x of del square psi. So you can see here in the previous equation 13, we need dou by dou x of del square psi. We also need dou by dou t of del square psi. We need to find them. So dou by dou x of del square psi, ಇಲ್ಲಿ del square psi ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಈ ಪವರ್ನ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಶಿಯೇಟ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಐ ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈನಸ್ ಐ ಕೆ k square plus L square psi naught e to the power I omega t plus kx plus Ly. Also I need, as I told you, we need from 13 we need dou by dou t of del square psi. So that will be, just differentiate del square psi with respect to t. You will be getting minus I omega k square plus L square psi naught e power I omega t plus kx plus Ly, which whose real part has to be taken. Also in equation 13 we need dou psi by dou x. Okay, so we'll find dou psi by dou x also. It is real part of I k psi naught e to the power I times omega t plus kx plus Ly. So you are ready with all that is needed for equation 13. So take that equation 13. See why we can do this? Because we have assumed the solution means it should satisfy equation 13. So take all of them and substitute in equation 13 so that you are going to get omega plus u bar k. Just you can see here I is common throughout. Therefore omega plus u bar k, k square plus L square is equal to beta k by k square plus L square. And so which implies u bar plus omega by k. So divide by k, which is equal to beta by k square plus L square. So equation 14 gives the phase speed of propagation of Rossby wave with respect to a flow with mean velocity u bar. So if with this you can easily find what is u bar. So this equation 14 is the phase speed of propagation of Rossby wave with respect to a flow with mean velocity u bar. So this is about the Rossby wave and its solution. Thank you.